Hello, beautiful people. Super happy, super happy to be making this video. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and finally I'm getting around to it and making a video for you guys. So this is one of my first videos for my blog at holisticlocs.com, where I explore not just things related to hair, but also things related to the holistic lifestyle and how you can use really simple things in your daily life to really improve your energy, to feel more connected to just general well-being, just feeling good daily, which I think is very important in this day and age, especially as we're all kind of living a very hectic lifestyle. So I thought for one of my first videos, what I do is a very quick Q&A session. So I've got my paper with me with some of the questions that I've been receiving a lot in the last couple of years, and I finally thought maybe this would be a good idea to put together as a video so you guys can see it. But please check below in the description box where you'll see another blog post with more questions and more answers from some of the things that you've been asking me over the years. So the first question I have is, how long have you been locking? And this is a good question, and it comes up time and time again. These are my second set of locks. As you can see, they're quite long. They're quite long for a second set, and I've only had these ones for we're May 2017, so these locks have been here since 3 years and 8 months. And the reason they are so long is because I started off with quite a lot of hair. So essentially, I took out my first set of locks, and I had a big, huge afro hair up to here, and I used a crochet method to start off my locks. So my locks were actually up to here when I first started. So I'd say, around that much of it was my baby locks, around that much. So this is really the growth from 3 years and 8 months so far, nearly 4 years growth. So that's how long I've had my locks, and just really enjoying the journey so far. Let's see, let's pick another one. I'm just picking random ones. I've written 20 questions down, and I'm just going with the flow with this. Okay, the second one is, what method do you use to maintain your locks? For this set of locks, I'm semi-free-forming, and I would love to say that I'm free-forming fully, but the reason I semi-free-form is because I have thinner locks. As you can probably tell, that if I don't maintain the roots of the thinner locks, then the base seems to become much thinner, and I don't want to lose any locks. So I do semi-free-form with the thinner ones. I kind of maintain the roots, but generally with the thicker ones, I kind of go with the flow. There will be months where sometimes I don't even do anything at all, and then when I feel like my thinner root hairs, so my thin locks, need twisting, or they need to be kind of relocated, the root hairs need to be connected, then I'll do it then. But I'm kind of go with the flow. So that's how I maintain my locks so far. And this is a good one. How do you keep your locks moisturized? So for this one, essentially, I keep my routine really light. I keep the products I use really light. And one of the things that I really love to do is to use a spritz bottle. And I haven't got it with me, but my spritz bottle is something that I carry around with me everywhere. And some of my clients and my yoga students, they always joke because they say they can smell me before they see me, which I could take it badly, but in this case I'm taking it as a positive thing, because the essential oil that I love to use, and it's something that I've been using for years and years, is lemongrass essential oil, and it's just a very uplifting, beautiful smell. I love to spritz it in my room, in my home, in my therapy room, before I do a yoga class. It's something that I just completely spritz. And I find that it keeps my locks really moisturized. So it's not just for my locks, but I also use it in my environment, and also on my skin as well, especially when it's summer and I feel like I just want to have a little bit of moisture on my skin. I'll put the water and lemongrass in a bottle, shake it up, and give it a good spritz. So that's how I keep my locks moisturized. But again, please see the description box below for a link, because I have a huge blog post on many tips to do with dry locks and maybe how you can avoid it and how you can moisturize your locks more. Because, yeah, there are many other factors to it as well. Okay, next one. This is another good one. Can you see yourself ever removing your locks? And I have done that. Because these are my second set, I actually did take them off. My first set of locks was from 2001 to 2013. And I decided that I really needed a break. I needed to release some energy. I just wanted a bit of a change. I wasn't sure if I was going to lock my hair at the time or not. I was kind of going with the flow. And for a very, very short period of time, I had loose hair. And to be honest, as much as I loved the texture and everything, one of the things that I really missed when I had loose natural hair was just how easy it is to wake up in the morning when you have locks and not think about them, not think about having to do your hair. So I think this kind of leads on really nicely to the next question, which is, what do you like most about your locks? I would say time management. I absolutely love the fact that before, when I had natural hair, before my first set of locks and in between my first and second set of locks, I didn't enjoy doing my hair in the morning, when I had natural loose hair. But with locks, I just enjoy the fact that I can use that time to do other things, especially in the morning. I like to spend the morning doing things that sets the energy tone for things ahead. And for some people, that is doing their hair. For me, it's doing yoga or meditation, or watching YouTube videos that are inspiring for me. So I like to use that time differently. And for me, doing things with my hair, my loose natural hair, just wasn't as enjoyable as maybe spending time doing other things. So I love the fact that with locks, you can just kind of get up and go, even though you still have to maintain it by keeping them clean, and I love to spritz them and brush them. It doesn't take as much time as loose natural hair. And I'm not sure how many questions I've covered so far, but I will just answer one more question, which is, what is your favorite self-care ritual? And this is a good one because there's so many. And I think as a yoga teacher and holistic therapist, a lot of people assume that everything's about yoga mats and incense and, just kind of being blissed out all the time. But actually, it can be very stressful, running a business. Just generally, it doesn't have to be necessarily because I'm a yoga teacher, but just generally running a business, doing a lot of traveling as well in between can be stressful. So self-care has been something that I try and remind myself to do constantly, and I'm getting better at it by, really just taking time out for myself. And one of the first things I love to do, which is connected to the previous answers, is spending time in the morning setting the energy tone of the day. So even if I know during the day I'm not going to be able to do my yoga class or do other things for longer periods of time, the first 3 minutes or the first couple of minutes or half an hour of the day, I really love just make it my time. So that's kind of my time. I claim that time to do what I need to do to set the energy tone. And it could be meditation. And I do Kundalini yoga And there's a lot of different meditations that you can do for just 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and it just changes everything. But other things I like to do is maybe say mantras, or I would set the intention for the day. For example, I'm at the moment really big on connecting with intuition. So as I start the day, I would just close my eyes, connect with my breath, and really just kind of allow myself to connect with my intuition and hold space for my intuition for the rest of the day, and just to see what comes up, you know, because I think awareness is one of the biggest tools that we have in our daily modern lives, especially as we're rushing around and we're doing so many things. If we can set the energy tone at the very beginning of the day, it's like no matter what comes your way, no matter how stressful it is, afterwards you're in a much more kind of grounded place, you know. So for me, out of all the self-care rituals, if I had to choose one, it would be, how do I start my morning? Am I setting the energy tone so I'm feeling grounded and connected within myself before all the other stuff comes up? And it really makes a big difference for me, at least. I really feel much more calm and relaxed when I've done my daily morning rituals. And I'm not a morning person at all. Oh God, no, I'm definitely not a morning person. I love nighttime for doing my writing, for doing my projects, for getting ideas and inspiration. So for me, the morning has to be a sacred time to set everything in motion. So yeah, that's my favorite self-care routine. So yeah, covered a few questions there very quickly. Check out the link below, and I will answer many more questions that you guys send to me by email. And thank you for joining me. I can't wait to be sharing more on YouTube. And let me know in the comments box below what kind of questions or what kind of videos you'd like to see as well. Take care of yourself. Have a great day. Satnam.